I've always told you guys never to ignore people's energy, and I say that for a reason. A lot of the times I feel as if God gave women intuition for a reason. And I'm not saying that guys don't exhibit these same kind of traits as well. I'm just saying that, predominantly people speak about, even in biblical terms, all kinds of other different things. It's like women having this inside intuition. But I just want to speak in general for a second, just to men and women. We have all been in a certain kind of circumstance where we've been in somebody's presence and we catch their mask slip just for a brief second. And sometimes we doubt ourselves. Never doubt your instinct. Always trust your gut. You could be having a conversation with somebody and you could realize like they're focusing in on something because they're scanning you, trying to find like a flaw, or maybe their lip turns up just slightly, or their face looks like a certain kind of way, or their smile is a little bit sinister. And it's real brief. It's really brief. So sometimes you do think like, okay, maybe I'm tripping, like, or maybe they're having a bad day. I don't know. But me, I'm the kind of person where I like to collect data. You know what I'm saying? I like to collect data. So I always say, always be your pleasant self. If that's naturally your person. Now, I'm always naturally just like a pleasant person or whatever, but I'm very observant of my surroundings. So, like I said, you'll be talking to certain people who have a certain kind of disposition against you or whatever, and you have to watch out and snipe for the people who, they do subtle little things, but they want to show their little kindness or their little acts of service or whatever. They want to do that in your face to make it have this perception as if like, oh yeah, like I'm this great person and I feed the homeless and I do this and I do that. Whole time they still a snake. Like don't ever get that twisted. Just because somebody involves themselves into servitude, it does not necessarily mean that they're a good person. You ask yourself, like, why would they do that? Because they need to keep up the perception that they're good in order to get people wrapped up in their web. Listen to me, right? Use your spidey senses. Use your spidey senses. We all know, rather. We all know when people don't like us, when people do like us. That's why they always have that expression, like, you could cut the air, with a knife because of the tension. You know what I'm saying? It's true. Like, when there's tension in a room, you could feel it's thick, it's heavy. Everybody feels it. You know what I'm saying? But when it's light, everybody's having a good time. Everybody is like, on the same kind of page or whatever. Everything is everything. Never ignore those kind of things. When you start to get a certain kind of feeling, let's just say you like at a party or out at the club or a bar, whatever the case may be, and you sense things getting a little, and it doesn't necessarily have to be anybody saying anything for real. It's just an energy. You need to get yourself and get up out of there. Don't try to stick around to see what all is going to happen. Everybody and their mother going to update you the next day with the stories anyway, with the pictures, videos, and all of that. Get out of there as soon as possible, because you just never know what's going to happen in those situations. And you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you could potentially end up hurting yourself or losing your life because you ignored that inside gut feeling. Right? I know in plenty of situations, men and women have lost their lives or have gotten injured in situations because they didn't go when they needed to go. But listen to me when I tell you, never ignore a person's energy. I'm not even just speaking about men. I'm talking about women as well. You have to listen. It could be the slightest thing, the slightest little grin, the what. Listen to me when I tell you, these people will start making up, elaborate stories and lies and everything just to get information from you. Right? They're trying to use you as a source. Don't allow these people out here to use you as a source. I always say, right? Always play dumb, because the dummies are never know. Listen, always play stupid, because the dummies will never know the difference. I almost messed up on my own phrase, child. Let me say it again. Always play stupid, because the dummies will never know the difference. Always, right? You have to understand that, even on a day-to-day basis, it's chess, not checkers out here. Life is literally a battlefield. Sometimes it's a mental battlefield. Sometimes it's a physical battlefield, just depending on the kind of area you're from. But y'all know what I mean. Be very aware and cautious and conscious about the kind of things that are going on around you and the kind of people who you have around you as well. Because it could be the person that's closest to you that's trying to snipe you, you know? And they always say, oh, friends close, enemies closer. Listen, whatever. I mean, if that's what you want to do. Me, I enjoy my solitude because I trust myself, but I also trust other people to be people. I trust everybody to act accordingly to how I already think about them anyway. I don't trust them to act any different. If you finicky, I trust that you finicky. If you cool, I trust that you cool until you show me otherwise. But for them people from day one that been the way that they been, on a slick, in a goofy, in the like sinister tip, listen, I'm not changing my perception about them at all. You know what I'm saying? Once I peep an energy about you, I'm forever gonna feel that way about you. I don't care who you are, family, friend, foe, it does not matter. I'm going to feel that way about you because again, life is about understanding that this is chess, not checkers. Life is a battlefield. You have to understand your position and you have to understand where to move pieces and when to get the F out of the way. So I hope this message brought, some clarity to you all. And that's why I stopped smoking weed, because listen, weed is literally like a sixth sense. Like it heightens your senses. You know what I'm saying? And you start to see things and feel things that you already knew or had a suspicion of when you were sober, but now it's times 10 and now your high is blown. So I just had to cut weed. I was like, listen, stuff is just getting too real. Like this is just, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Y'all are irritating me. Y'all pissing me off. Now I'm about to cut all you niggas off. Like, bye. Serious. It has, I don't fall for the whole thing of like people being like paranoid. No, them people don't understand their emotions. They don't understand their body chemistry, and they don't understand that they're around people who they probably don't need to be around. Now, am I saying that people can't hallucinate? Nah, but off of weed, some people can handle stronger strands than others, another reason why I don't drink around people or whatever is because you let go. You know what I'm saying? You're more relaxed when you start drinking. You're more free and all. Nah, I need to be in a crib, dolly, being free. You know what I'm saying? Feeling how I feel. I can't be amongst people. You know what I'm saying? And if I do, it's like very minimal. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all all of this information because I've had to learn from things from my past. And yeah, every situation wasn't a good situation for me, but I learned from it. I grew from it. And I just know my limits now. But do I think I'll ever turn to weed? No, I don't think I'll ever do that. But I'll definitely have me a drink every once in a blue moon. Play my music, just vibe out, chill. You know what I'm saying? That's my vice. If anything, that's my vice. I don't engage in too much out here. I don't be doing nothing reckless. I might have a drink and that's about it. But yeah, get down in the comment section and let me know. Do you guys all think that you have the intuition and the discernment from God in order to peep out these different kind of things within people? I could sense a lot of things from people. I could sense nervousness, cattiness, a variety of different emotions that happen when I encounter people. And it's always so funny because I think people have this like perception about me because of like my stature and I guess my confidence. They just feel as if I'm going to be like I don't know. I think that everybody does get a certain version of me just depending on your disposition. But for the most part, I be chilling. If you ain't on no BS, I ain't on no BS. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this video. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.